I was in such a rush after work to get home, to change my clothes, to go to the gym, to do the treadmill for a half hour, elliptical machine for another 20 minutes after the treadmill. And then I said, you know, after the gym, I'll go home, I'll have something to eat, I'll get my laundry done, because I have a basket of laundry waiting to do. And I got home and I said, you know what? It's still daylight. It's relatively cool out, but the air is nice and fresh. I think I'll just go for a walk instead. Maybe I'll go to the gym, I don't know, tomorrow or something. And then I'm walking down the street and I'm like, okay, I'll do this for about a half hour and I'll go home and I'll do that laundry. And I ended up walking down the street that I walked to where the river is. And I've done many videos of the river. And that river is a place of peace for me. And I just sit and I watch the water flow. Just watch the river. And a couple songs came to mind. And one of them is Time by the Alan Parsons Project. And part of the song says time keeps flowing like a river to the sea till it's gone forever. And then another song came to mind, and it's by Jeremy Camp. Jeremy Camp is a Christian artist, and I hear his music a lot on K-Love. And I don't know if you know what K-Love is, but it's a positive and encouraging radio station. I get it on, I don't have satellite radio, but you can get it on regular radio. And it's positive and encouraging Christian music. There's no news. There's no commercial interruptions. You don't hear anything bad. But Keep Me in the Moment by Jeremy Camp. It starts off by saying, I've been thinking about time and where does it go? How can I stop my life from passing me by? I don't know. That's a verse of the song. It's the very first verse. And I'm sitting down the river and those two songs came to mind. The Time by Alan Parsons Project and the Keep Me in the Moment. And I sat there by the river and I just listened to it. And I said, you know what? That laundry is going to wait. The laundry will wait. The laundry will be there. The laundry will be there tomorrow when I get home. It'll be there Saturday. What's the rush? What's the rush to get home and do that laundry? What's the rush to get home and go through a pile of bills? What's the rush? Then I got thinking about my uncle. In the beginning of this video, I was showing the pictures of my uncle it's on my refrigerator. And my uncle was a simple man, and he didn't rush his way through life. But his life ended just like that one day, of a massive heart attack. And when I was down at the river, I got up from the bench and I walked down to the river and I stood at the bank and I really listened to just the peaceful water sound, the river, the flowing river sound. And I kind of was just like mesmerized looking at this water flowing. And it's just flowing, just flowing. And I don't think it was a vision of my uncle. I just had a thought of my uncle standing beside me in the clothes that he wore. And he was saying, what's the rush? And again, that wasn't a vision. It was just a thought. I was thinking of him. But really, what is the rush? Why can't we live in the moment that we're in? Live in the moment. I'm not saying forget your responsibilities. Your responsibilities are there, and you can't forget them. But don't forget the day that you're living in. Don't forget that moment. Live in the moment. Because it can be gone just like that. So am I going to do that laundry tonight? No, I don't think I'm going to. Am I going to make myself something to eat? Yes. Am I going to look at my bills? No, because I know I'm caught up on them. And the due dates for some other ones isn't until next week. So why would I worry about that today? Why don't I just live in this moment? Beginning of the video, I showed you the highway right outside my window. Those people are, yes, it is an expressway. It's a quick way to get to wherever. Those cars are zooming by. They're rushing home. And yeah, they might have some deadlines to meet. They might, be off to a job that they start at 6 or whatever. But just the vision of those speeding cars. And life goes by so quick. We're always in a rush to get to our next destination instead of living in the moment and living slow and just enjoying a quiet afternoon or quiet morning or quiet evening. Just relax. Don't be in such a rush. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago, we weren't in such a rush. We live in such a fast-paced world, a world of competition, a world of everything. I talk about social media all the time, and a world of comparison and keeping up with the Joneses and, rushing off to get to the next best thing or buy the next fancy car. Live in the moment. Be happy with this moment. Be happy with what you have, because this moment, all your possessions, everything can be gone in a day. We need to live in a simple world. We need simple lifestyles. It works for me. It worked for my uncle. And it was all over in minutes. And they could all be over in minutes for me too. That is why I live the way I live. Make do with what I have. I shop simple. I live in the moment. So again, that laundry's not getting done tonight. I am going to enjoy this glass of wine, a lit candle, maybe something on TV, something on Alexa or the radio. And I'm just going to forget about my chores, and I'm going to live in this moment, because this moment might be all I have. Sounds sad, but you just don't know. So relax and live in the moment.